It's a top tier. Oh, because you're Canadian.
All righty, we are ready to begin with the championship team named the University of Texas. Head coach Rodney Terry and our student athletes tonight are Dylan DeSue, who happens to be the most outstanding player of the championship, Marcus Carr, another member of the all-tournament team, Sir Jabari Rice, another member of the all-tournament team, and Brock Cunningham. Coach, I'll come to you first and say congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. And again, I'd like to just, give a lot of thank God for this. I'm a strong believer, and give him all the credit and everything likewise. I'd like to also extend prayers to Coach Self, Hall of Fame coach, big-time program. A lot of respect for Kansas basketball, but I'm really proud of these guys. These guys, all season long, there probably hasn't been a team that's been challenged the most in terms of adversity and staying the course. These guys just kept working hard every single day and really believed in what we were trying to get done this season. You know, we played in the best basketball league in the country, the Big 12. And night in and night out, there were no nights off. This tournament, we knew it was going to be a gauntlet. It was going to be tough as well, but we were excited about it. And these guys approached in their attitude toward this tournament, they wanted to be champions. They really did, and they made it happen. I'm really, again, proud and excited for them. And, again, we tip our hat to Kansas, a great team, great program, but we found a way to get it done today.
Thank you, Coach. Let's go to questions for any of our four guys. First one is going to be here on your right, front row.
Chip Brown, Horns247.com. Dylan, first I'd like to apologize for asking you if you were thinking about coming back to Texas next season. It seems like you were unstoppable this entire tournament. Just talk about your mindset and the mindset of this team to get this done.
We definitely have been talking about it all week to put on our defense. Our T has really emphasized that, and we feel that if we go out and play defense as hard as we can, to the level that we know we're capable of playing it at, there's not too many teams out there that can beat us. So that's what we did tonight, is just left it all out there on defense.
Okay, we'll stay on your right, here on the aisle.
Nick Moll, San Antonio Express News. Brock, you were here a couple years ago when Texas won its first one. You know, how sweet does this one feel after all that you've been through this year, and for you guys to be playing this way heading into the big tournament next week?
Can we hear me? It feels amazing. You know, anytime you get to play in a scene like this is awesome, but it's a testament to the players and people within this program. It's good people from our managers and redshirt players all the way throughout. So I think that's been a big key to our success this season.
Okay, let's go in the front row here on the left side.
Hey, Jabari, I think that was you that had the lob to Arterio with like 4 minutes to go in the game. At what point in the game did you think, all right, we got this, we're going to celebrate, but we're going to win this in Kansas City?
I don't think we really thought about just the game was over at any point. I just thought we just kept playing, and whatever the outcome was going to be when the buzzer sounded, that's what we cared about. But you try not to think about those type of things when you're in the game. You just try to play to the buzzer sound, and we came out on the winning side.
Let's go on the extreme right by the speaker.
Greg Eckler for AP Broadcast for Dylan. Dylan, I predict that you're going to say that this was very much a team victory, but you got the Most Outstanding Player award. And without Timmy on the floor this weekend, can you tell me what your thinking was and your thoughts now that you've been named the MOP?
It just goes back to my teammates, Timmy himself as well, and Coach just telling me to be aggressive anytime I get the ball inside. And obviously, I feel like I couldn't have got that award without my teammates. A lot of my baskets, I had to get the ball from a teammate. I had to pass from them. It was assisted baskets. So, without them, I wouldn't have had the award. So I think, in my opinion, it's a team award.
Okay, we have some hands here on the right side, front row.
Marcus, you got off to a little bit of a slow start shooting the ball, but then you drove it in, you got fouled, and then you hit 5 shots in a row, and you just looked like you were in a total comfort zone. You're working the screen and roll with Dylan. Just talk about what was going on in that in that game for you and how things seemed to slow down for you?
Just try to stay aggressive, but to be honest, things were just opening up because the guys had to respect Dylan. They had to respect Jabari, who was scoring the ball as well. So everybody on the court was doing their part, cutting, moving, knocking down shots, Brock hitting shots. You know, Tyrese always being a threat. Everybody on the court was a threat. And I think, you know, I was just able to take advantage of these guys got going early, and then I was able to just get to my spots, and I was able to knock a couple shots down. But, you know, I felt like we were all just flowing and playing well offensively.
Okay, front row left.
And really, any of you fellas can answer this. Is there a better way to enter the NCAA tournament than winning by 20 in Kansas's backyard? I mean, what does that do for your hopes moving forward?
You know, you only take this win for one night. I've been a part of a team that won this tournament and then was on the receiving end of a terrible upset that first game. So we'll have this game for tonight, and then we'll get back to work on Monday after Selection Show Sunday.
Okay, on the right side.
Yeah, Brock, but really also for any of the guys, if you want to answer it. You know, we all know what you've been through this year, and we all know, you know, the job that Coach Terry has done. You know, if somebody were to ask you guys, you know, why does he deserve that permanent job, you know, what would you say to them?
Watch the game we just played and every single game we played this season.
Just, if you watch the locker room afterwards, all the praise going to RT. I mean, just everything that we've been through. I mean, for us to get to this point right now, especially to win it, it's like, it's not us. I mean, we're playing the game, but our preparation comes from him. So everything is RT.
My 2 cents on it is his appreciation for every day. You know, you could be coming off a bad loss or a great win, but he's still going to appreciate the day and have a good attitude going into that day, and that's huge.
We're good? Okay. Right side.
This is for Sir Jabari. Coach has talked about you getting starter minutes, but everybody, and you got it today, but everybody knows you're the sixth man. In speaking about the contributions from the bench, did you feel that you had that edge on Kansas with quality depth for the Longhorns?
I don't really look at it like an edge. I think all the guys on the bench just came and did their job. Everybody came and did their job today. And we usually have a good bench. Usually I come off the bench, but the next man had to step up for Timmy. And we knew we had to get this done for Timmy. We just didn't want him to be in a disappointment. So, I mean, my mentality is every time I come in the game, just do whatever they ask me to do, whether it's come off the bench, whether it's start. It was no real difference. It comes down to getting stops and playing defense. And so I think that's all we was focused on, and our bench gave us everything we needed.
Okay, guys, we'll go on your left, front row.
Dennis Dodd, CBS Sports. Marcus, Kansas kind of saying one game shouldn't define a whole season. But for you guys, you've blown them out twice in 2 consecutive Saturdays. You may have gotten your coach a permanent job. What does this do for Texas now and going forward?
First things first, our coach, if he gets a permanent job, he earned that himself. And secondly, obviously Kansas is one of the top teams in the country. And, you know, this league is one of the top leagues, and anybody could beat anybody. We're obviously proud of our 2 wins, but just like Brock was saying, we're going to have this win for one night, and then we're preparing for what we have going forward. Always respect to Kansas. We've had some great battles with them in my 2 years here, and they'll be a team that I'm sure is going to, you know, make their mark and have their run in the tournament as well. So all respects to them, and we're just looking to go forward and keep moving forward.
Closing questions now for our student athletes here on the front.
Brock, as a guy who is a defensive hound, can you talk about the job that Tyrese did tonight on DeJuan Harris and Arterio? When Hunter went out, Arterio came in and defended him and kept him under wraps.
Mm-hmm. Both those guys did a great job on DeJuan Harris. Harris is huge for initiating their offense, and having another player have to initiate their offense and bring the ball up doesn't allow them to get into the rhythm, and it makes them start their offense closer to 20, 18 seconds, which is a benefit to us. And Arterio and Tyrese did a great job.
Okay, let's move to the extreme left by the wall.
Rashida with KLKC. So at the beginning of the game, you all were basically neck and neck with KU, and then you were able to maintain a lead. What strategy did you all use in order to maintain that lead and blow them out tonight?
I think just our defense, like Dylan was saying earlier, it's definitely something that, you know, we're able to hang our hat on. It's something that we can control. You can't always control whether the ball goes in the basket. Some nights you're going to be hot, you're going to make shots, and some nights you're not. But you can always control your effort on the defensive end. And I feel like at a certain point we were able to, you know, just take it to another level that we know we could, and we were able to just string stops together.
Any other questions at all for the guys? No? Okay, we'll let you go back to the locker room to celebrate and get ready for next week. Congratulations. Questions now for Coach Terry. And Coach, your first question will be here on the left on the front.
Coach, how do you feel about your chances? National Coach of the Year by one outlet, 19-7. You win the Big 12 tournament. How do you feel? How do you like your chances now?
Man, again, like I said earlier, to open up, you know, I give all the glory to God for this opportunity. Just so blessed to work with a great group of guys, a great staff. And, man, we've just enjoyed this journey. You know, I've really tried to, you know, live what my feet are every day. And just, you know, like I tell our guys all the time, you know, live in the present right now. You can't control the future or the past, but you just live in the present. And, man, it's a great day to be alive. I say that every day to our guys. But me personally, I haven't given a lot of thought to that. Really tried to dedicate this season to my dad. I lost my dad in August. And he would be really excited right now.
Other questions for Coach? Okay, we'll go on the front row here on Coach's right.
RT, the team, I mean, it was such a complete win. I mean, across the board. You said these guys want something more. What's given you that sense? Take us behind the scenes on that.
Well, Chip, I think over the last, give or take, 6-7 ball games, I think our guys have really bought into the defensive side of the ball and really tried to work hard at having our defense travel for us. We were really, trying to put ourselves in the best position for the regular season crown as well. We had to go on the road and play at two top programs at Baylor and at TCU. And in each of those losses, we still guarded pretty hard. But we were disappointed with the outcome, and I think as we got back home and we got a chance to play KU at our place, I thought our guys just really took it to another level in terms of, playing extremely hard defensively, and once they got a chance to get a taste of that against, a top-level program coming into your home court, I think we've just taken off from there, and we put everything on our defense today. We're going to sit down and try to set the tone from the very beginning in terms of guarding hard and just leaving it on the floor and having no regrets. And, trying to get a lot of offense off our defense.
Let's move to Coach's left here on the front.
Hey, sorry to hear about your dad, Coach. Timmy Allen, any worries about him being ready for NCAAs, or does he seem good to go?
Yeah, Thomas, we have a great trainer in Warren. John Riley does a great job, our strength coach. Those guys have been working with him tirelessly over the last few days. He's made a lot of good progress. We knew going into this tournament that we weren't going to jeopardize playing in this tournament. We wanted to have him in the big tournament because, again, we still want more, and we still hopefully want to be a hungry team that gets a chance to keep this journey going for a ways. But we look to have him back in the big tournament here, and again, we'll continue to work him day to day.
Now on the right here.
Yeah, Rodney, it looked like y'all had a lot of success with the screen actions. You even had Marcus involved as the screen guy in a couple of pick and rolls. How big of a point of emphasis was that coming into it, and how do you like the way that y'all performed in that?
Well, in the last game we played those guys, our two-man games were really good for us, and we thought at that juncture of the game, it was really working for us. Dylan was playing really well. Marcus has started to find his groove a little bit. And a lot of times you want to play through guys that kind of got the hot hand a little bit and stuff. So we just kind of milked that for as much as we could and just kind of rode that on that end of the floor. we got into trading baskets, and we didn't really want to trade baskets. We wanted to try to get some separation, and I thought our guys did a really good job sitting down guarding. Terrio came in and did a great job on Harris. And, you do a good job on Harris. That's really the key to their team. Jalen's going to do what he does. He's player of the year, and he's going to score the basketball. But if you do a great job on the supporting cast, and Harris in particular, then you're going to put yourself in a pretty good position to have a chance to beat KU.
Okay, in the front.
I mean, Dylan, he shot like 73% in this tournament. The guy was a monster. Got in foul trouble tonight, picked up his third foul, 15 minutes left to play. Every time he came back in, he was right back in rhythm. I mean, just talk about what's going on with him right now.
He's a very confident player right now, especially on the offensive end of the floor. All season long, he's given us incredible rim protection in terms of shot blocking. He's one of the top shot blockers in this league. He's also do some of the dirty work here, take some charges as well. But his offensive game is over the course of Big 12 play, it's gotten better and better. And obviously having a presence in the paint has really created a lot of scoring opportunities for our guards as well. So, him raising his level of play for us is really taking our team to another level in this highly competitive Big 12 conference.
Okay. Closing questions now for Coach Terry, again on the right side.
Yeah, no, Rodney, Selection Sunday obviously is tomorrow. Looks like you guys a lot of people have you as a 2 seed, but you're second in the nation in quad 1 wins, just won the conference tournament for the best conference in the nation. Do you guys think you've made a case to be a 1 seed?
You know what? I think our body of work's been pretty good. I think an approach toward building a resume. We every time we step out on the court, we've tried to respect every opponent that we played this season with the thought in mind that every game's an NCAA tournament game. And I thought our guys have had an incredible run this entire season. And I think, again, our body of work, our strength of schedule, and playing in the best league in the country, I think we made a really good case for what comes our way come Sunday.
And we will take one last question here on the front row. Coach is right.
RT, what does it say about Arterio that he's come, his defense at the beginning of the season to now you're putting him on DeJuan Harris, and the confidence. He had a steal, another breakaway, that's 3 in 2 games. The alley-oop, all of that. Just talk about what you're seeing from him.
Well, he's been a guy over the course of the seasons that's continued to develop. He's played with some older players this year, I think, that have done a great job really spending time with him, sharing their experiences that they've had at this level. And I think his work ethic has gone to another level. And the thing I tried to echo to him throughout the course of the season, just keep working. There's going to come a meaningful time throughout the course of the season and postseason play where you're going to have to step up and play big for us in significant minutes for us. And he had a chance to do that in this tournament. Give him a lot of credit for staying the course. So many times when you have a young player that has a chance to be really, really good in the future, they get caught up in the distractions and listening to other people. I think he's done a great job here down the stretch of really blocking out the outside noise and just working and staying the course. And I give him a lot of credit for doing that.
Okay, Coach, thank you so much. And again, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We will see you down the road next week.
Yes, sir.